Team, keep it clean. Good morning. What's going on? It's St. Graven here with another video. Ain't even getting my full voice yet because I'm not all the way up yet. But somebody else who a lot of people thought was going to be all the way up when it came to playing this week, because he ramped all the way up to being a full participant in practice this week, was running back J.K. Dobbins. A lot of people thought that this was going to be his long expected return to the field. He even talked about it in an interview earlier this week, well, last week technically, where he spoke about playing in front of the fans for the first time, in front of the home fans for the first time, because if we remember, which is crazy, he hasn't really gotten to have that experience. Because if you recall, he was drafted in 2020? So with him being drafted in 2020, his rookie year was the COVID year. So there were no fans allowed. And then when there were fans allowed, it was only a teeny weeny amount. And then last year, he was expected to be the lead back and whatnot, but he got injured in that third preseason game. So JK hasn't had that full experience of being a Ravens running back yet. He hasn't fully gotten it yet. But it'll come in due time. But Adam Schefter did report this morning that J.K. Dobbins will not be playing today in the game against the Miami Dolphins. And let's just read it verbatim. He said, Ravens continue to exercise caution with running back J.K. Dobbins and do not plan to play him today versus the Dolphins per league sources. See, this is why these guys love when players have agents so much, so they can get the scoop way before the injury report comes out. When the injury report comes out and the actives, inactives, that comes out an hour and a half before the game. 90 minutes before kickoff. But if a player got an agent, then these reporters like, yes, I don't need to wait for your little kickoff report, your little 90-minute pre-kickoff report. I got my own school. But anyway, so yeah, J.K. Dobbins, he'll be out. I know there are a lot of frustrated Ravens fans hearing that news. I'm not one of them, though. I'm not. It's week 2. Like, think about it. It's literally week 2. And I know there's a lot of Ravens fans that are like, no, it's okay. JK will be fine. Da, da, da. And hey, he could be. But this is one thing that the Ravens are doing that I got no problem with. Because I was there last year. I was there last year when there was no J.K. Dobbins at all. So the fact that we're going to get J.K. Dobbins for week 3 and moving forward instead of a no J.K. Dobbins for the whole year like last year, I'm okay with that. I think everybody should be too. I understand the frustration because, like, man, J.K. Dobbins, he's huge in our running game, and he will be our best running back since Gus isn't back yet. And the other guys we got, Mike Davis last week, hopefully that was an anomaly. He'll get a chance to rebound this week, though. He'll get an opportunity. Just don't drop the ball. Kenyon Drake, he looked like he waiting to break a long one, and with the right blocking, he'll get it eventually. But yeah, man, that's that. So J.K. Dobbins is out. Somebody who there had been a lot of uncertainty on, Marlon Humphrey. He is expected to play. Let's read that report from Ian Rappaport. He says cornerback Marlon Humphrey, with his groin injury, he should play, despite not being 100%. See? Okay. With this. All right. Okay, it's like how do I explain it? Like, you got Tyreek Hill, you got Jalen Waddle. All right, if he's playing, even if he's not 100%, I just don't want them to make a little thing end up being worse from him playing. You know what I mean? Especially a groin injury. Because, I mean, I think, ain't Rashad Bateman have a groin injury last year? And he was out, 5 to 6 weeks? And maybe it's something real slight, something real, a non-issue. Maybe it's a pain tolerance type of thing. I don't know. But I don't know, man. I just don't want them to, I don't know. We'll see. But that worries me a little bit. I mean, I'd be worried, especially if he didn't play too. Either way, I'd be worried. If he does play, he's hurt. Don't want to make it worse. If he doesn't play, then who's going to play? But this could be a good game. I mean, a big game for the rookies. Because Brandon Stevens, he might not play. Marcus Peters, no clue. I ain't seen nothing that's like definitive on Marcus Peters yet. So with Jalen Amore Davis and and Pepe Williams. This could be a big game for them. They signed Daryl Worley to the active roster, so he's there as well. So it'll be Marlon Humphrey, hopefully Marcus Peters. We'll see. And yeah, Kyle Fuller out, Stevens out. Well, most likely. I mean, it ain't confirmed yet, but that's what it's looking like. But hey, we got a game today, and the Ravens take on the Dolphins. I really think in this game, I think it's so important that the offense start off hot early, because with your depleted secondary, your depleted defense, let's try to make their job easier, because it's tough right now. Because again, a lot of people out. At least Marcus Williams, he playing. Chuck Clark, he playing. Kyle Hamilton, he playing. So Kyle Hamilton might need to play a little corner this week or whatnot. But no, just try to make their job easier. Offense got to try to make defense's job easier, especially with how depleted they are. If offense could run it up from jump, and they may still have a little bit of rust. Shouldn't be as bad as last week, even though Dolphins going to bring it on defense. They going to bring it. But if Ravens could run it up early, score often and early, and especially if they could just build a lead. Oh, man. If they could build a lead, that'd be great. But I got a feeling it's just not going to be that easy. I would love for it to be, though. But that would help the defense out so much if they could just really try to force the Dolphins to be one-dimensional as early as you possibly can. Make it to where they can't run the ball. Make it to where if they running the ball, then they got to be stressing out about time and all that stuff. And I know that wouldn't really happen until later on in the game, but it can start early. Team, keep it clean. I'll see y'all later for the live stream, and we out.